This shot of Rian is beginning to cause quite a stir in the dark crystal community. Even though there is still a small amount of speculation, I'm 90% sure that this is Rian. But even this revelation causes us to ask two big questions. Is this real, or is this just symbolism? When I made my last video on this topic, I was surprised to see just how many people had speculated that even though it was Rian, it may simply be a vision, not an actual event. People, including myself, tend to forget that Deet is the one experiencing this vision, so obviously it would be catered to her mind. So when we see Rian atop the crystal, this just means that Deet is seeing what she believes. Now, your next question will be, why is Deet seeing Rian if he's not really there? Well, many have speculated that Rian is Jen's father, and I tend to agree with this for obvious reasons. So what Deet is seeing is actually Jen placing the shard, but because Deet only knows Rian, she sees him instead. This is an excellent theory, because it plays out like poetry. We can see the father in place of the son. We see Rian literally acting out what his son will do many trine from now. Similar to how we see Deet in the Emperor's throne, maybe we're not actually seeing Deet, but the Emperor after he has consumed her essence. These visions may all be simply symbols for something else. However, on the flip side of that, the more popular theory is that this is a real vision from the future, and if that is the case, how does this come to be? Well, I think, once again, it starts with Deet, and more importantly, the romance that was clearly budding between Rian and Deet during the Age of Resistance. It could be possible that Deet actually lures Rian and the crystal shard back to the castle. We can definitely assume that a good section of Season 2 will be dedicated to finding a way to cure Deet from the darkening. And Rian will no doubt be leading that campaign. So what could happen is, Deet may be influenced or even controlled to bring Rian to the castle under the assumption that he can cure her and Thra by reuniting the shard. And of course, it wouldn't work, and this event would surely kill Rian. And when you think about it, it's a brilliant plan, possibly even masterminded by the Chamberlain himself. This would be a serious blow to the Resistance, not to mention it would return the crystal shard to the castle, and the Resistance would then have to figure out how to get it back again. You don't need many Gartham when the Gelfling destroy themselves. And one last thing I wanted to mention before I end this video is something pointed out to me by Mr. Dark Crystal Conjunction himself, and that is that when you think about it, there really isn't any reason we can't have both. This may be a symbolic vision, yes, but Rian could also actually be jumping onto the crystal at some point. And as you can see by these poll results from yesterday, it's fairly split, so to me that's very telling. So, what do all of you think? Now it's time for you guys to leave all of your thoughts and opinions down below in the Great White Void, and I'll see you guys back here for the next video very soon.